Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are basically tied in a dead heat.
And while politics is a touchy subject around friends and family, she's talking because my husband and I sometimes will get into and I decided you can't even talk about it with your husband or wife. Sometimes it can be worse when you're dating and you're single. So this morning we have relationship expert Erica Kaibardas here. She's from It's Just Lunch, and we're going to chat about the politics of dating. So thank you for coming in.
Yeah,
we love this. We love this topic because it is one of those taboos. It's like you're not really supposed to talk about politics when you're dating. And yet we're in such a heated political year, it would be an impossible thing not to discuss.
Exactly. It's going to come up. You just have to go about it the right way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know, because the thing is that most people tell you, don't talk about politics, stay away from religion, at least initially. But we are talking about a situation that is hard to avoid. So you have some advice for us, given a couple of different things, and then Melissa probably needs some help when we're done.
No, I think we're good. We just
You're gonna be
decided,
good?
yeah,
You're just not going to talk about it?
It was just one moment where I was like, I don't think you should bring that up. I mean, don't let
All right.
it.
Should political parties, like if you're affiliated and strongly
Yes.
believe it should be in your dating profile?
It depends on how serious you are about politics. If it is a big part of who you are and you are really passionate about it, then definitely put it in there. You want the other person to know. But if you're a little more open-minded and kind of, it's okay either way, or if you don't care what the other person's party is, then you don't need to put it in there. I would suggest not to if it's not that important.
And how do you react, though, when you see somebody who's super passionate about it and you're not sure if you are along those lines,
I would definitely try it. My biggest advice as a matchmaker is to be open-minded. So why not swipe right on that? Or right, yeah, right. I'm a matchmaker.
Not meaning right or left.
Yeah, that's actually really funny, right or left. Now, when should you bring up politics? If it isn't something that's out there front and center for you, is this something you should avoid till, I don't know, third date, fourth date? What are the rules on this?
Never talk about politics on a first date. I know
Yeah.
it's so hard right now not to bring it up, but really that first date is a time where you're getting to know that person. It's supposed to be positive. You're supposed to be seeing if that chemistry is there. I mean, really, you're there to see if you want to go on a second date. So I recommend holding off until you're a little more invested. So maybe third, fourth, fifth date, depending on the relationship.
This is so funny.
Right.
This is
Okay.
so
Now,
funny.
is it possible, and this is something we started talking about right before we got on the air, is it possible for people to date across party lines? I mean, we've heard about these famous couples, but in real life, for regular people, does it work?
Of course it does. I think it takes a little bit of a sense of humor, mutual respect, and just being open-minded again. It's definitely possible. And we have clients and famous couples like we were talking about who it happens all the time and they're very successful.
I don't know about this year, though. I don't know if it could happen.
You know what? I think
There's
this year
something
will
particularly
test it,
contentious
right?
about this
Yeah.
year, right? I think it will really test even the most solid relationships.
It's definitely a hot topic right now.
Yeah.
It's a big election, so it's going to come up.
Well, it could bring up the passion.
Exactly.
Well, that's true, right? Should you try to convert the other person, or is it a better idea that you just, I mean,
Like if you care a lot and they don't care a whole lot, is that an okay thing? Or
I mean, when it comes to politics, it can get a little emotionally charged. So trying to convert someone altogether is a bad idea. You don't want a discussion to turn into a personal attack on someone.
Right.
And if a topic becomes a little too heated, it's okay to say, you know what, we're shelving this. Let's just declare this an off-limit topic. Yeah.
it could work. It could work.
It definitely can.
And what about respect for other people's views? How do you, let's say it's really important to you that you are, a Hillary supporter or a Trump supporter, and it's important for you to put that out there.
Yes.
How do you do it in a way that's respectful, or what's your advice for dealing with that?
Well, I think we talked about this a little bit before, but it's nice to have a little banter in a relationship. And no matter how long you've been with someone or how much you love someone, things can get a little boring. So it's a good thing to dive into world issues and have great conversations. It's healthy. So doing it requires a little tact. So never take anything personally when you are discussing it, and trying to see where the motivation comes from behind someone's opposing views.
That's true.
Does help. It actually helps you respect your partner even more.
Right. And that even works for friends and people you just meet that are the friends of friends at the parties.
Right.
Those are the ones you got to watch
Yes.
for.
But it could also weed them out, too. If they say something that's completely telling of their personality that goes so against who you are, you're like, mental note. Like, this just can't. I mean, there's some on your list that you're like, I can think about, and then there's others that are non-negotiable, right?
Exactly, and that's another one of my tips is to be honest with yourself. If there's an issue that you're not going to budge on, or a particular viewpoint that someone else isn't going to budge on, you have to know when to say when. And it's going to avoid hurt feelings in the long run if you're upfront about those deal breaker issues.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, good.
So if the guy or the girl is yelling at you, it might be it might be time to say check, please.
I think we need to set up a little thing with you, Erica, where we go on a date and you see two politically opposed, people going out on a date.
Yes.
We just listen in. Like, I'd love to see one of those.
I'd
in
love
here.
to do that too.
Yeah.
We try not to go on our dates with our clients, but
But just this one.
You know some people
I-
need
For
help.
TV,
You
right.
know they do.
everybody does. It's dating.
Yeah.
It should be fun, but everybody needs a little advice here and there.
All right, good job. If you want more information and you need some dating help, you can always check out itsjustlunch.com. You had very good answers.
That looked like a really good lunch. I'm
Yeah,
just
right.
saying.
It sure did.